Hi everyone, this is Mayur here, and I welcome you all to the second episode or the second live session for today on the 32-minute podcast launch event. I request all the people to just give me a heads up or a thumbs up, just comment if you can hear me well. Once you can confirm that for me, I can proceed with the session right now. Okay, so we have one comment. It's perfect. So it's audible. Nice. So let's start off with today's session. Right now at 5 o'clock. So for this session, we have Dr. Suresh Shenvi coming in from Belgaum. He is one of the most renowned YouTubers that I have known of. So let me invite Dr. Suresh to the stream. Hello, Dr. Suresh.
Hi, Dr. Mayur.
It's awesome to have you.
Same here. It's always great to meet you.
Right, right. So let me just start off with a brief introduction of Dr. Suresh. May I start, Dr. Suresh?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Right. So Dr. Suresh is currently working as a faculty in KLE Institute of it's in Belgaum. He's in the Conservative and Endodontics department. He's the co-author of For Dentist by Gauri Shankar and Dental Bites, which are a few best-selling entrance books in India. I'm sure all the students and the PG students already know about it. He has also cleared NBDE in 23 days, AD80 for dentistry in USA and Dubai endodontic specialty exams. That's awesome, Dr. Suresh. And he's also the key opinion leader for Auricam Healthcare in India. And he's the recipient for the Best Teacher Award by KLA University for the institute for the year 2018 and 2019. And he has a very popular channel on YouTube by the name of Aspire32. So thank you so much for coming on the show, Dr. Suresh. It's an honor to have you.
Thank you, Dr. Mayur, for inviting me here. It has been a pleasure
Right.
knowing you, and from morning I have been seeing that the podcast, which was really helpful, especially, and I think those who have attended in morning, that podcast also will be helpful for the participants who plan to join or start a channel on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a very informative session for the people who missed the morning session. So that recording is still available on our Facebook, Twitter, as well as Dental Photography School YouTube page. Like Dr. Suresh said, the topic was very helpful, and it was all about branding, logo. All these things are very important for a startup. When you're starting up, it's really very important. So let's start off with the questions right away. Dr. Suresh, what do you say?
Yes. Yeah, please go
Right.
ahead.
So the session, right. So the session for right now, that's 5 o'clock session with Dr. Suresh is about how to start your YouTube channel and how to grow in your YouTube channel. This is really important because a lot of youngsters are moving on to YouTube, and YouTube has become a primary source of knowing something. That's really interesting, and not only that, a lot of youngsters are starting their own channel on YouTube as well. But I wanted to know, Dr. Suresh, why why did you decide to start a channel on YouTube?
That's a very nice question, and people do wonder that why I came to YouTube after so many years after my post graduation. It all started when I went to United States for giving the national board exam, and although I have been into this solving MCQs, writing description, but for me the NBDA also was a new exam, and I had to read for the exam. So while in US, as you know that from India, if you are carrying a lot of books, it is not possible because you have a limited when you which you can carry to the US in your ticket. But that time I came across a channel called as Khan Academy, and for the viewers, especially if you are preparing for exams or if you are a first year second year student, then you should visit Khan Academy. I'm sure most of you will know it, but there are people who still have no idea that there is channel called as Khan Academy. and the videos, biochemistry and physiology are simply amazing. It's not that my teachers have not taught me that simple way, but the idea of visiting Khan Academy is you can revise, and he if you follow his passion towards teaching and the way he explains, he has simple black screen and a digital pen. He explains you that cycles, because we all try to mug it. We have no for exam we'll remember it and then we simply forget. We don't understand why is that required. So that's how I came across their idea that why not start a YouTube channel. There were already dental, but that was a thought in me which I started my journey with the YouTube.
That's fantastic. Uh, but what, according to you, is like who should start a YouTube channel? Is it cool to start off at any time? Like, why do you think that one should have a YouTube channel, and like it's easy to connect with
Yeah.
people and stuff?
Yes.
All right,
See,
yeah,
the most important thing you should remember, in starting YouTube channel is you should know the reason for starting it. It is like preparing for entrance. Everybody wants to prepare for entrance. Everybody starts the preparation, and as the time passes, many of them, just let go that dream, and
yeah,
it is difficult later on to catch it. In the same way, in YouTube also everybody can start, but the most important thing is the reason for starting it, which will decide whether you will continue it. And
yeah,
sometimes you are confused even after starting, and I was there at that stage. But I believe that if you want a completely unbiased platform for your growth, then it is the YouTube. And YouTube doesn't consider whether you are a big endodontist or
yeah.
you are a lecturer or whether you are a student. There
Mm-hmm.
are channels where students have made better videos than all of us, and because they
Yeah,
understand what the
yeah.
students need.
So
So
true.
it is a very good platform for beginning. And second reason would be it gives you a recognition in the society. Everybody, when I remember my days after post graduation, for that time it was something like, we are running behind money, and money is important. I'm not saying that money is not important, but over a period of time you will also realize that you want people to recognize you, right? So that recognition for you, YouTube can get in a, without much of a effort, because here the quality of your videos matter, and it doesn't know you, at the beginning. So that's the beauty. And the third one is, as you grow up in your age, you realize that ultimately what you give back to the society is very important. And you have been doing it, Dr. Mayur, that you have been so active, contributing. And I think in India people only recognized about the importance of documentation when you came into the picture, and you started promoting it so that everybody joined. So that was an inspiration, and it made a difference. So YouTube video can help you to make a difference in the society. It can be anything. It is not that you have to create a difference in a dental society itself. It can be anything. And many of the beginners, although YouTube was there for many years, but now, even now, it is very important platform if you want to contribute to the society, if you don't have any other way. And these are all multiple ways you can contribute to the society. So I think those are the reasons why you should have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's so true. So basically, what Dr. Suresh is trying to say is everybody can be on YouTube. You just need to know why. So there's this one particular thing I remembered when you were talking. Um, it is your friends who teach you the best, just a couple
Yeah.
of hours before the
Yes.
exam. So that's how you can make a channel as well. So even if you're capable of teaching your friends in that short span of 20 minutes just before the exam, you are eligible for making a channel on YouTube. Why not try it and give it a hand to it? Maybe you'll be famous.
Yes.
It does not matter, like Dr. Suresh said. So this is a platform where everybody is equal, and how much you give to the channel, you are going to get it back. That's what Dr. Suresh is telling over here. Another good point that I picked up from what you said was you need to understand what your audience really wants to hear or really wants to see. That is why it's very important to interact with them and make videos that they are suggesting, right?
That's very important, but I will also add up one thing here. You know, when you have a goal of, for example, I started my YouTube channel so that people, students understand, the topic very well. And when I'm preparing it, I read textbooks and then
Mm-hmm.
but that idea is not that they should not read the textbook. The idea is that
Yeah.
once they watch the video, they should go back and read the textbook, and that should be easy to understand. But what happens is when you try to make video which students want, then there will be some topics which they would not like to do it. Of course, the majority of the video should be done based on the recommendations of the your participants, and when they write the comment, most of the time they will ask you. For example, when I'm currently concentrating on dental materials, cons and endo, so they end up asking me, they ask me dental materials, they ask me dental ceramic topic. But there are some times which I feel students may not touch. Such videos also is important, because that is, it should go in with sync with your goal, rather than just thinking about what students always want.
Right, right. So true. In fact, you proved that you are an academician by saying that you have to read the
Yes,
textbook
yeah. So
again. That
yes,
is
yes, yes.
completely
Because that is that
right.
is that is the aim what I have. I'm not there on YouTube to get views or watch time. Of course, I want people to be on YouTube, okay.
Yeah,
But the idea is they should know what they are. When they are in dentistry, when they are reading the textbook, I want them to know everything, not just what they feel it is important. Because given a chance, students will always want those things which are very important for the exam.
yeah.
They won't like listening to things which are not asked very commonly to the students.
Mm-hmm.
But making those videos along with this can help at
Yeah,
least those few students. When the student when they see one video, the next video they start seeing if they like the video, so that they can also get extra knowledge.
yeah, yeah. So a lot of people might be knowing your channel already, but for people who do not know, search channel, it's called Aspire 32. It's one of the most trending channels with the students in the field of dentistry. Sir, I wanted to ask a little bit more about the channel, like when you started off, how was your initial journey and stuff like that.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I started like any YouTuber. I had only one dream that, okay, let us start a YouTube channel for my students, and ultimately, it is like Ghar ki murgi, dal barabar, and everyone goes through this phase. When you enter the YouTube, you starts, and when you make the first video, people will hardly check it out unless people recognize you and there is a whole community which will support you. Otherwise you are brand new, and if you think you're hoping that 100 people, 1,000 people will watch it one day initially, because you may be knowing 100 students, in that 2 3 people will start watching it, and other people will probably they will think कि भाई इसमें कुछ अलग नहीं रहेगा, इतना क्या है. And when YouTube doesn't know you also, it will not promote your channel, because that doesn't have sufficient information that how good are your videos, because it needs statistics. It doesn't know who is Suresh Shenvi. It will
Right.
see how many people have liked the video and how many people have watched time. The watch time is very important in YouTube rather than the views. So I started with that. Then I asked my students whether have you seen my video, because I felt that students somehow are not understanding the topic very well. So the intention of doing that video was so that they can grasp the important points. So then as usual, I was not very keen, thinking that nobody is watching in my surroundings. And then after 1 or 2 months, I logged into my studio and I saw that what is the number of views and watch time in that one single video. Okay, and I saw that around 3 4 thousand people have already seen it, which made me realize that the world is the audience for you, and you should not aim of thinking कि मेरे आजू बाजू मेरे दोस्त, everybody whether they will watch. Those who want knowledge will definitely find you initially, And once they start recommending to their friends, whether it is locally, whether it is outside, and the sharing of links starts happening, when they find it is making a difference in their understanding. So that's how I started. And there are few videos which actually made me, which YouTube recognized. And that was dentin bonding agent, you know and that was the video when I was talking to a student. And as a student, I remember dentin bonding agent is the topic where we all hate. Okay, it is easy to use in clinical practice. You just take one drop of dentin bonding agent and place it. Even today students also do the same thing. There are things which I even have not understood, even though I may be a postgraduate, and nobody can understand dentin bonding agent in detail because the things keep on changing.
Changing.
So that was the most basic video, most slowest video without any proper mic and everything. But
Right.
that, people started recognizing. From that, my journey started. That yes, I can make a difference in the society, or by doing this video or some videos which are related to dentistry.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So when was this channel exactly started? Like
This
approximately?
was in 2016. I made first video. Then 6 months I did not touch it. Then I again I felt depressed
That's
that
that's
why
4 years.
everyone. Yes, it's a long journey. It's a long journey. But I had never been dedicated so much till
Yeah.
COVID type came, because everybody had a lot of time in COVID. And that was
Right.
something good, that I finally got an opportunity to work towards it. It is hectic sometimes, and as the video goes ahead, we'll discuss why it is hectic, or why how can it be made easier.
Right.
But started in 2016, 17 few videos. Then it is,
Mm-hmm.
I think it is now that I have made a lot of video,
Right.
probably in 3 years 10 videos, and another 50 videos now in last 3 4 months.
So how frequently do you plan to upload videos? Like what is your schedule?
I plan to post a video once in a week. Okay, there are students who
Oh,
comment that
that's huge.
they need video once, twice, two videos once a week. But I want to put quality videos on my channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't make videos. You can do that. See, if your aim is just to get more views, then maybe there are people who can do better videos, two, three videos. But with respect to my strategy, and I have a 4 year kid, who
Yeah.
when I come home, he doesn't leave me. So then it's a very hectic task if you want to make a very good video.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But once in a week I try to post. But sometimes the videos need a lot of. Now I'm working on denture based resin, because the students have been really behind me. And understanding dental, see, it is not important that you know the denture based resin. It is not important that you tell what is there in the textbook. You have to
Yeah.
tell it the way the student should understand it, and that
Yeah.
takes revision. You have to think as a student, and what question will arise in their mind. And there are so many things. What happens in dentistry, especially in the beginning of the when the students have not done clinical cases, and they try to read the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
textbook. Okay,
Yeah.
they can imagine anything, like what
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
if you say acid etch technique, you can have a lot of possibilities of that, thinking.
Imagination. Yeah.
So you have to solve that confusion, and that is where I concentrate.
It really matters actually. It is difficult for a dental student to actually understand the topic because they've never seen the material, especially students in first year, second year who have never seen what a clinical practice is like. And
Yes.
expecting them to understand materials, it's like a very big deal by itself. Like in, I remember my student life, it was very difficult for me to understand dental
Yes,
materials.
same here.
And this
We
is not
had no
your opinion
exposure.
only.
Yeah.
A lot of the mentors have the same opinion. Like I interviewed Dr. Moez Kakiani just a couple of days back. He has the same opinion like you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
But things
amazing.
are better, Dr. Mayur. Now, that you really, don't have to imagine. Like, there are people who have already made clinical cases on YouTube, but students, they have to prefer, that they watch these videos over the other videos watch you might see on the Facebook, like, rather than wasting. I don't say it is wasting time, but you have to allot some time, in searching this content. And trust me, there are such a nice teachers, and you may not recognize them. Nobody knows
Yeah.
them. They have done difficult topics so easy to understand that these are even helpful for the exams. Like, you can prepare for NBDE, NEET, to solve the confusion. Ultimately, you have to read the books.
Right. You spoke about equipments. What is the investment that a basic YouTuber or a beginner would probably want to have to start his or her own channel?
Okay, so when you start doing, collecting information on YouTube, you will get thousand videos, which will recommend that you should have a DSLR for YouTube, and you have expensive mics and all. That's, yes, that is very important, and I have I have tried to reach there. But if you are a beginner, then the thing what you basically need is a mic, which may be 500 rupees, 1000 rupees mic also, which you may not want to, if you are not sure how long you will go. So if you can simply buy a small mic. Even you can record with a mobile. Of course, a good computer is required, because that is the main processor, and if
Yeah.
you have a graphics card, that can
Mm-hmm.
be helpful, but it is not must.
Yeah.
But if you are using some heavy softwares, then graphics cards make the rendering time less.
Very
And
less.
apart from that, I have tried many softwares. When I started doing videos, I started with whiteboard animations, which are really good, but
Yeah.
they literally drain you, because you have to
Yeah.
draw them. The animations you have to match with your audio. A lot of planning is required. So my suggestion would be, make it as simple as possible, so that it is feasible. Most of us end up buying expensive equipments, and then it is difficult to make videos with those, because it takes a lot of time in editing. Then you will stop doing it. The important
Right.
thing is, you have to continue doing it, not having
Yeah.
expensive equipment.
Yeah. So the bottom line is you have to decide between what equipment, what do you want or what do you have, and even the equipment like a laptop and even the process. So it's important not to be like high tech, but be a balance between what is the worst and what is the
Yes.
best. It's important to be in between. So since you're
Yes.
talking about softwares, can you show us what softwares you are using for video editing,
Yeah.
for audio editing, and stuff like that?
Okay, so I think I will share the screen here.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be great.
So I right now, can you see the screen, Dr. Mayur?
Yeah.
So initially, now I think the very easy way for everyone. Okay, if you want to do at least good quality videos, this is which I follow. No, but as I told you, the videos which I have really not edited a lot end up having more watch time. But if you want to feel satisfied, there are different ways of doing it. I start, reading textbook. Then first I write the important points from 2 3 textbooks. Okay, and then
Mm-hmm.
I visit many of the websites where you have free pictures which are not copyrighted, because YouTube, when you are posting something, you have to be very careful. See, you may not get copyright strikes if you are taking general pictures, but suppose you take a video which belongs to someone else, and it is there in the database of video, then they can ask you to take down your video. So you should be very careful when you are copying the video. Especially, you can always credit them, that is very important, but most of the time, rely on simple information. This is my way of doing. There are people who do many other way of type of
Yeah.
videos. So I make the important points, because the most important thing is, you want people to not stuck them that on one single slide. The picture should be keep moving. So if you have 10 points, don't put 10 points in one single video, one single slide. I will take the important, clip arts, and these are all no copyrighted things. So this is how I will do. And then you can export this or save as. Okay, save as, then preferably use a png format. Go to a png format because it's a high resolution, because we are doing videos with 10, 1080 the configuration,
HD.
clarity, resolution. And once you save this as an image, okay, it comes as this folder here. So you have this, all the images. Okay, this is what you feel may be sufficient, but trust me, once you start recording your audio, okay, so this is what I have prepared, this is how I would like to continue my lecture. And then I record my video. If you're a beginner, it's okay to have a normal video, audio. But as you grow, you have to at least concentrate on audio, because audio is very important, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You may be talking very nicely, but the audience should be able to listen it clearly and crisp. So
Yes.
there is one software here, this is called as Audacity, which is free,
Yeah.
and all the tutorials are available on YouTube. It will take some time, I've not joined any course or something to learn it. I have just
Yeah.
learned it based on my YouTube videos. So I'll just play it. Today we'll be
Yeah.
covering the alginate. It all started in Scotland, where a chemist found this. So you have this audio, waves which are recorded, and then I will see, when you are talking, we'll have that. You may pause. You want to make sure that,
Yeah.
suppose I this is a very long gap, I have to delete it, right? I have to delete
Yeah.
it. So this is how you have to edit. There are a lot of options also. For example, noise reduction, normalize. You if you have a good microphone, if you don't have a good microphone, you don't have to do any of this, except that you would like to, increase the, at least video should be very, it should not be very slow. Sometimes people get really bored and leave it midway. So you should be at least,
Yeah.
you can decide the speed or tempo, and then you have to export this as a wave. That is the, you have multiple formats like mp3 and wave format. So you export in wave because wave maintains good quality of the sound. So this is how I have already made. This is a demo which I have written, is a short audio file which I have recorded.
Exported.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then I go to my Adobe Premiere Pro. This,
Right.
you can do all this process in your Microsoft PPT also. If you're a beginner, you can record, save it as a video file. You have all the options there. But here what happens is, like, I can make it interesting. So I have an audio file here, I have those slides here, you can see that, this. So what I make sure that what I'm speaking, and if I'm, I want to make sure that that slide is there in that. And then this Premiere Pro is also very helpful, because here you have presets of sounds. You can select dialogue, whether you want to increase the softness or you want to make sure that good, there is a good bass. So then there are all these effects, slight transition, which you can do in the PowerPoint also. But here you just have to drag it and leave it there. Okay, and see, you can see that that animation is already there. Now this may look very simple, this may look everything very simple, but it does take time, it does take time.
Right, right, right. So basically, what you're saying is, you prepare your topic. You start off with reading the textbook, and then you find out or make notes of whatever is needed. Then you
Yeah.
Google for the images. For example,
Yeah,
the journey of
Google, or
right now, what you
preferably,
showed about the
you
alginate.
have websites, you have like Unsplash, okay,
Right,
and
right.
Pix Fuel, which are, you can take images without any copyright issues. There you should first check it, and then Clipart, you can Google it, or you have it in the Microsoft Office also.
Right, Right. So basically, you start off with a topic, make notes, then you have pictures. You get the pictures, then you record your audio based on your notes, and then you go ahead to Premiere Pro, and then you make a video. That's how you
Y-
combine the entire process.
yes, yes.
Amazing. So that's pretty
In this
good. So
Premiere Pro, you have an option called as exporting. Okay, let me
yeah,
show that also. Can you see the slide now? Can you see it?
yeah.
So you have this export option, and then you have this media. Okay, so now as you are, if suppose you are exporting to YouTube, then you need to have the this format, that is H264. When you select
H264.
it, okay, when you select it, here you have YouTube formats also,
YouTube.
1080p. These are all resolutions.
Yeah.
Okay, you should always upload
Hmm.
good resolutions, because that gives good quality videos. And that's all. Then you have to visit your YouTube page, and
Yeah.
upload your video.
Fantastic. So how long do you typically keep your videos for? 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or it's topic
Okay.
wise?
Now, there are topics which may take 20 minutes, 30 minutes. There are
Yeah.
topics which I end up in 10 minutes. But, just because you want to make big videos, you should not make videos, because you might get views. Everybody sees the views, that ki
Yeah.
by 1,000 views. What matters is watch time, how much video the people have seen, because that gives you satisfaction that people are watching it.
Yeah.
Of
Can
course,
you can
the
you can you
outside
actually show
world.
that on your YouTube channel? The thing that you're
Yes,
talking about.
yes, yes.
If you
I
don't
can
mind
show
sharing
you
your
here.
screen once again, that'll be very helpful for the people to understand it better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have this ceramic video which took time to make, and this is 20 minutes. Like, trust me, if you watch this video of dental ceramics, this is made directly from Philips dental materials, and
Uh huh.
the way I have understood it, and properly, all this is scientific. It is not that I have put my words here. So here you can see, when you go to analytics,
Analytics.
here when you go to the
Yeah.
analytics,
Yeah.
so you have your views here. So this will show you whether, okay, this is my normal video. Generally, this is how much I get views, but this is how this video is performing. Then you have watch
Mm-hmm.
time here. Okay, you have the
So you're
watch
saying watch
time.
time is more important.
Both are important, but watch time tells you, for YouTube, watch time makes a difference. If your watch time is good, it will show that video to more people. Okay, because it
Got it.
knows that this video people are enjoying. It doesn't, there are likes, you can dislike, you can write the comment. They also collect data from that. But watch
Right.
time, YouTube wants, basically, it might appear ki bhai, YouTube is exploiting us, but basically it wants the viewers to stay on YouTube platform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they want to know how much time the viewer has stayed on this video, and then they come to know that, okay, this video people are watching more, so it will start showing it to more people. Okay, this is how they know
Right.
your channel is suitable for more viewers. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
there are subscribers. It will show you how
Yeah.
much subscriber this video is generated, amount. Okay, then you have
Hmm.
other parameters also, like it will show you. See, now what happens, YouTube shows your video to people in many ways. For example, it can be at the end of another video, or
Yeah.
whenever you open a YouTube app, it will show it on your
Mm-hmm.
first page. You should make sure that you should be there in that first page, and YouTube knows,
Hmm.
okay, that this person may watch it, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
will automatically promote, because
Yeah.
all of us, even me, I post all the videos on all the groups. Some of the groups have
Yeah.
blocked me.
Yeah.
Some of the groups
Oh.
don't allow me to post, because the intention is to reach the viewers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
they have done that, and everybody who starts with the YouTube should be ready with it.
Hmm.
Okay, that people
Yeah.
may not allow you, and then YouTube is your biggest friend. when you plan to do a YouTube channel. Okay, you
Right.
of course your friends, your there are groups who have called me. Okay, Dental Reach, the group said ki, you can also post videos there, because I was very skeptical whether I should post these videos which are not related to clinical side. There are so many
Right.
groups who have allowed me. I'm
Right.
thankful to them, and my friends are there. So, but YouTube will promote you. You don't require, if you don't have anyone, YouTube is there for you. And this is how the videos are there.
Yeah.
So here
Let's
it
have a
will
look at
also
one of the videos, if you don't
okay.
mind. Yeah.
It is there on the channel. Okay.
Right. I cannot hear the audio actually.
Yes, yes, Dr. Mayur.
The audio was not there in that video. Can
Audio
you?
was not there. Okay, let me
Yeah, yeah.
just.
It's fine.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you one more thing. Do you recommend using timestamps? I saw that in your video you have put the timestamps, or like you have put the timestamps. Like, how do
No,
you?
no, I have not put the timestamps yet. It's a new feature which was launched by YouTube. There are so many features, but right now I'm concentrating on end screen,
Yeah.
cards, which are very important, because what
Yeah.
happens is if you give timestamp to the students, they will only go to that
Yeah.
section and watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want,
It
see,
ultimately
that's
comes
then
down to
you
you
come
as a
back to
teacher.
your goal, whether you want students to know the topic, or you want them to simply get marks
Jump.
in the exam.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true.
Right, so if you want students to get marks in the exam, then simply make short videos on that topic, and you will have more views. You will have definitely more views.
Yeah.
I also do it when I make videos, but whenever there is an important question, I tell them this is what will come in your exam. Okay, this
Right.
you have to remember. Your teacher will ask you this, and I will also tell them why they will ask you this, because all these
Yeah.
are relevant information. But if you don't know the initial part of the, for example, if you are discussing about glass ionomer cement, and generally the question comes as what is the type of bond you have in glass ionomer cement. If
Right.
student know it is a chemical bond, but he doesn't know how it bonds chemically,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you have to explain them that in the initial video. That's why I don't give timestamps yet.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I have started using timestamps because my videos are extremely long, because I
Yes.
do a lot of live demonstrations. So probably
Yes.
one video is at least 2 hours. So
Okay.
that jumping is really important. So for people
Yes.
who do not know what a timestamp is, whenever you are giving a description to a YouTube video, you can write a timestamp also along with that. For example, double zero, the 000000, that is the format. So the first 00 is HH, that's hours. Then the next 00 is MM, that's minutes, and the next 00 is SS, that's seconds. So suppose if I spoke about glass ionomer cement in 2 minutes. So if I write 00, then colon, then 02, then colon, then 00 again, and then put it in the description, and I write glass ionomer cement, and I save the video on YouTube, my students or my viewers can directly jump to the 2 minute timestamp, and the video will start from there. So timestamps are very important, but provided obviously you know who your audience is. So Dr. Suresh obviously knows that his audience is primarily the
Yes.
students, and he
Yeah,
wants
I
them
think
to see the
Dr.
entire
Mayur.
video.
Yes, I think this is a very important point. When I started my YouTube channel, or many of the beginners when they start, they really can't concentrate, on the audience. And this is what happens. First, I thought I will make videos on instruments, like a review of the instruments. Then I started making videos on the topics. So what happens is you confuse the YouTube, and who is the audience. It's very it's important that you decide who are your audience.
Right.
Okay, and then
That's
it
so
is
true.
easier. The audience may be small. For example, dentistry, the audience is small. You may not get lot of views,
Yeah.
watch time, compared to making a video on cat, okay, or some other beauty products and all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
small video also, it connects. You build up a community with them.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, people know you, and we have such a niche crowd. So considering the entire population, the population of dentists is already very small, and you're making
Yes.
videos for them. So, but at least your crowd is larger. I am catering to a crowd which is like even more niche. So I'm
Yes.
catering to a crowd which is even more less. So it takes so much more time. But there's one very important thing that Dr. Suresh said over here is that it is important to make the video according to your subject. Don't just stretch the video unnecessarily. And for people who do not know this, you might think that smaller videos are a good thing. So that's more popular on Facebook, but on platforms like YouTube, it's the other way around. Small videos do not work very well on YouTube. On YouTube, it is the bigger videos that's going to get your rank up and more subscribers to you as compared to the Facebook. So a longer video is going to fetch you more watch time, more subscribers as compared to a shorter video. That is very important. That is why Dr. Suresh is constantly saying this, that just don't make long videos unnecessarily. But people might think people already want to watch small video. It's not like that. In YouTube, everybody wants to put a long video. So that's why Dr. Suresh is constantly saying don't just stretch it unnecessarily. If I'm not wrong, Dr. Suresh, that's what you mean, right?
Yes. It you
Right.
can make question answer sessions as a small video. But in general, I think 15, if you are concentrating on a student in lecture, you know that 1 hour classroom, they won't listen, or they may be listening, not everybody will understand it. In general, 15 to 20 minutes should be maximum. If it is extending, it is better to do it in two parts.
Right. So you actually keep it at around 15 minutes range for the students.
15, I try to finish it in 10 to 15 minutes. For example, gold, when I teach in our college, it goes to 40 minutes. I have made
Right.
recently direct filling gold, that is 10 minutes, which is covering everything. And I think much I'm teaching much better in this video because you restrict your timing, and people understand, concentrate better in the
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah. And you're more organized as well because you have thought about everything very nicely. Everything is well structured, well scripted, and it rounds off in a very concentrated matter for YouTube. That's the most
Yes,
important
I
thing.
think I would like to give another advice to the students, the people who want to start with YouTube, is that jumping from one topic to other topic, you can do that. But if you want to get more watch time and all, it is always better to make playlist. And suppose I am doing fundamentals of tooth preparation, I will make first part. I can always jump and do the other videos also, but whenever possible, I
Yeah.
try to do the next video if it's a big topic. So if you have 8 principles in fundamentals, first video will be outline and depth, and second video will be that, and then I put it as a playlist. So whenever people search it on YouTube, they see the playlist and they will see one video, and they will continue watching till till
Yeah.
they have the concentration, or they will come back
Yeah.
and see
Yeah.
the other video in that playlist. So that is how you get more of watch time, and it is good because the student is learning the topic completely.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so important. I think I need to start doing that as well. I have not been really specific about playlists, but I do realize, and I'm sure you can make a playlist of the previously done YouTube videos as well, right?
Yes, you can
So
compile them. Yes,
yeah,
you
you
can
can
compile
compile
them.
them.
Yes.
So even if you've still not made a playlist, it's not a bad time to start making a
Yes.
playlist, right?
Playlist doing is very simple. You can, it is not has to be a specific to one topic. You can, if your videos belong to conservative dentistry, then make a playlist as conservative dentistry, put all your videos which are related to conservative dentistry in that playlist. Similarly, in endo or anything you can do it this way, and that will fetch you, the students, the viewer will feel more satisfied because he is learning the topic completely. And then you are also getting benefited because it gives you satisfaction that students have understood the topic very well. Of course, watch time will increase when students see it.
Right. So, how do you promote your channel? Like you promote it on social media,
I
or what is
started
the way you
promoting
promote it?
first. I started promoting first, asking my friends to subscribe. Messaging them कि भाई थोड़ा सब्सक्राइब करो. फिर उसमें से 10 में से कोई एक सब्सक्राइब करेगा. फिर then I started sharing it in the groups, because I was already part of this NBDE where I used to
Yeah.
discuss.
Yeah.
And I know that, see, whether it is in Indian entrance exam, whether it is in US exam, Middle East exam, all ask the same thing. Only thing is they
Yeah.
ask you in a different way. So I started posting there, and they allowed me to post there. And then I also share now my links with the students. There are students there are my viewers
Mm-hmm.
write in the comment section that they want this
Right.
video. So
Right.
once I make the video, I post them. And once you have, I think, 5,000 subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
you have a community page in your YouTube. Let me show you here.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I
I
wasn't
think,
aware of the community page. That's nice.
yeah, just a minute, I will show you.
So till the time Dr.
Can you see
Suresh
my
is
see? Can you
sharing
see
his
my
screen,
screen, Dr. Mayur?
not yet.
You, okay, just a minute.
I'd request the audience to start putting questions in the comments if they have any comments, because we are moving into the last 10 minutes of our session. So if you have any questions to ask Dr. Suresh, anything about YouTube or something else, as with respect to editing or something, please put it in the comment section so that we can answer to you all. Yes, sir.
So this is my channel page, and when somebody comes to my channel, this is what they will see, and this is the video. They
Right.
can see all this video. This which analytics what you see. So I have all these videos which are made, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I have a Facebook page. Recently, I'm putting on Insta because managing all these pages, for platform become difficult. You can also use
Mm-hmm.
this Tube Buddy, which helps you to know, how much is your statistics in a very simple way. You can see whenever I post a video, it increases. It gives you different readings. And here is the community page which gets
Mm-hmm.
activated. I think at 5,000 viewers,
Subscribers.
subscribers. So you have
Mm-hmm.
this community page where you can put announce that you are making this video, run polls, people participate.
Right.
Okay, so these are the ways. And apart from that, Insta, all those, of course, social media platform. Once people start recognizing you,
Right.
you ask them to follow you, and whenever you post the
Right. Right.
update there, because see, YouTube may not show your post videos to everyone. Okay,
Yeah.
you may
Yeah.
have done most of the time. Trust me, you may have done a lot of work on a video, maybe very happy thinking that students will watch it on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. Okay, you
Yeah.
will get
Yeah.
a very good views. It is not necessary. It is not necessary that the way you think will turn up on the video. Okay, in
Right.
probably 50 videos, your channel will only pick up with 10 videos. That's why it is important to have quality rather than the
Mm-hmm.
quantity. Okay,
Right.
if you have good quality videos, there will be 10, 15 videos which will pick up, and that will again will go to the new viewers, and they start joining
Yeah.
you. Because, and you can also know which country, for example, I have this analytics here. Okay, I have the analytics.
Mm-hmm.
So it tells you that which country people are watching your videos, which is a source, whether they are coming from Google, okay, which
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
video which is generating highest traffic. And it keeps on
Mm-hmm.
changing. It is not necessary that 1 month only one video will perform. It may, to
Yeah.
this month one video may perform better. See here, these are end screen, top playlist, top cards,
Mm-hmm.
audience. If you go to audience, okay,
Right.
you will also come to know that age. uh,
Mm-hmm.
See here, you can see which country people are watching.
Yeah.
India maximum, then you have United States, Pakistan, Iraq, everywhere, all the information you can get.
Can you say
If
something about your thumbnails? Your thumbnails look very attractive. So the role of
Yeah, I
thumbnails
do
and
thumbnails. Earlier, I used to do it on the PPT, but
mm-hmm.
see, you have to have the dimension. Otherwise, you can go
Yeah.
to a site called as Canva. Okay,
Yeah.
in Canva, there it's very simple. There are multiple
Mm-hmm.
websites. You can go
Right.
to Canva and simply take nice. It's a free, and you have premium version also, but you have
Yeah.
free nice fonts, nice designs, clip arts. Put there. I asked you in morning, I had difficulty in color matching,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
thumbnail should have contrasting color. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
the first thing what you should know that the viewer should decide to click on your video.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Okay, at least the first person who has not visited to your channel,
yeah.
those people will first have to click on the channel video, and that will be decided on your
Visual
thumbnail.
thumbnail.
Okay, and then there is
Yeah.
promo video maker. If you want to do good video like intro
Mm-hmm.
videos, I want to contribute one, Dr. Mayur. Today morning,
Mm-hmm.
it's a webinar, the podcast. There is
Yeah.
one website called as, I don't know how
Fiverr.
to pronounce it. This is FIVEER. FIV.
Fiverr.
Yes. Okay. FIVRR. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
fever. This in this channel. Can you see it? Can you see this?
Not
Can,
yet. I can't see it.
okay. I will share the screen. Okay. I'll share the screen. This is, see, when I started logo designing,
Yeah.
I had made a very rough logo. I'm okay with editing on the, but I'm not very artistic. But once if you go to this fever,
Yeah.
there you have freelancers. You have on this website, you have
Yeah.
freelancers, and
Yeah.
that you have $6, from $6 to premium
Mm-hmm.
services. Okay, you can go to this
Right.
logo design. Okay, there are freelancers which are available. You just send them a drawing or
Yeah.
something which you think can fit your logo. Okay, can be
Mm-hmm.
your logo, modify it slightly, rough designing. Give them an idea and pay them 600 rupees, 700 rupees.
Yeah.
To They do an excellent job.
True.
Of course, some, not everyone will be able to do it, but that's a very good site. You have people who help you with the literature writing, designing, YouTube. But my advice would be, don't put a lot of money at the beginning, because YouTube
Yeah.
is not about making money. I should be very clear with this. I'm not here to make money on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nobody, at least I have not made a lot of money on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, so
That's
don't
not a
put a
problem.
lot of money at the beginning.
Right. So we have a question from Payal who's asking how to learn Canva. Do you recommend joining courses to learn all the softwares or manage everything free by watching YouTube videos for beginners?
See, it is like, Dr. Mayur, I can tell you that we have listened to your lectures on conferences and all photography. I
Mm-hmm.
also brought the DSLR, but ultimately it is a practice. The way you do it, I may not be able to do it ever. But if I do it daily, 2 3 times, I will face difficulty, and that will help me to do it on my own. Similarly, even if you want to, Canva is very simple. It is not, actually, you don't require a lot
It's
of
very simple.
tutorial. But
Yeah.
if you want to learn Adobe Premiere Pro, then there are
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Even Canva you have, they need time. Premiere Pro requires a little bit of time.
Yeah.
It appears to be technical, but it is more of like, you pull it, push it, then you arrange the sequence. That is how you do it. Those videos are also available on YouTube, but it will take time. If you have a professional service, yes, you can afford it, you can do it. But as I told you, if your passion is about making video, then you can spend it. But if you are initially you are paying money and making a video, thinking that that money I will recover very fast, it is not going to happen. It is
It's
like
not going to happen.
dentistry or any branch. It takes many years, to build an audience, and then
Mm-hmm.
you start earning money.
Right. So basically, Payal, what Dr. Suresh is saying that if you have the budget, you can join, but it's easily like softwares like Canva. It's not a software; it's a website. It's
Website.
very simple to use, and you don't have to use. You can just watch a couple of videos. You don't actually need to do anything in Canva. It's very straightforward, very easy to use. So it's nice. There's one thing that I wanted to share before the next thing. I wanted to announce. Uh, the winner of the choice of voice contest, which had started the day before yesterday, and the winner is Navya. So let me just read out the name. It's Ishwarya Kannan. So you congratulations to Ishwarya Kannan. You have won the choice of voice contest number one. That's amazing, and we'll be sending across your free gift very soon. So we have your address, and we'll be looking forward to uh, see you participate more and more. It's amazing. So that was the choice of voice contest that we had done with our follow us. That was amazing. So what we do is we take a clip out of the podcast and we share it with the followers, and they have to guess who's the speaker, because that speaker's episode is not yet published. So we are doing a lot of contests. So one of them is the choice of voice contest. One of them is fill in the blanks. So everything is related to the podcast. You just listen to the podcast and try and guess what we are asking. So we've been having a lot of response. It's amazing to see that a lot of people are have already started following us. If you haven't started following us, you can do that on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or even other apps like Ghana. So that's all about today, sir. It was amazing to have you in the session. I learned a lot personally. A couple of takeaway points is that you need to understand the audience very nicely. That's what Dr. Suresh recommended. So let me just summarize what all we spoke about. We need to understand the audience very well. You need not invest a lot initially if you're a beginner in YouTubing. Softwares like Audacity are very good and helpful, and they are free. Premiere Pro is a paid software, and it is a difficult software to use, but you can definitely start off making videos on Microsoft PowerPoint or Keynote or whatever laptop you have, and you can record your own audio using Audacity as well. You can make thumbnails using PowerPoint, or like Dr. Suresh said, you can make it on Canva, and it's really important to check out your statistics once in a while. Analytics is the key to understanding what your audience is wanting, or what your audience is seeing more. So a lot of important tips given by Dr. Suresh. Thank you so much, Dr. Suresh.
Thank you, Dr. Bayur. Hope to
You're
see you post COVID.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to see you as well.
Yes.
So thank you so much to all the audience who have joined us for this live session. Our next live session is at 7 o'clock tonight. That's with Dr. Vivek Hegde. He is one of the most prominent endodontists of the world, a great mentor, and we have an awesome pep talk coming up in 1 hour's time. So that's all we have time for right now for this episode with Dr. Suresh. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure and
Thank you.
a complete honor to have you on the show.
Please, the viewers can visit my Aspire 32 channel and do give the feedback. Hope to contribute to the society more.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just share the banner of your channel. That's what Dr. Suresh's channel is called. It's called Aspire 32. So do check it out. It's going to be very helpful for you, for the dental practitioners as well, who can brush up their knowledge, and even for the students. For the students, this is like a must watch channel to subscribe to, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Thank
So
you.
thank you
Thank you,
so
Doctor.
much. Thank you. Bye bye.